Women, interestingly, are taking center stage at the World Government Summit. And here, right here at the India Today studios are two fascinating women. Hannatu Musawa is Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy in the Nigerian government. We also have Hazida Ali, Special Assistant to the President on Industry Government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you for speaking to India Today. Before we started this conversation, you were telling me that just this morning you were watching Amar Akbar Anthony.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you for having me on this show. It's such a great honor and a pleasure for me to be able, any opportunity that I get to interface with anything Indian just really adds more worth to me. You know, being the Minister of Art, Culture, Tourism and the Creative Economy in Nigeria, you know, we feel that the culture, the creativity is really the bane of who we are as an expression of a people. And it's the same for India. It's about the culture, it's about the creative industry, right? And I've grown up watching Indian movies. I love Indian movies. It's so nostalgic for me. And, you know, having this job, trying to continue to build on the creative industry in Nigeria, it is very important for me to continue to look back at what India has been able to do in terms of cultural, you know, diplomacy and with the creative economy. So watching Indian movies helps me to channel that energy into continuing to build on the framework that Nigeria has in the creative economy.
So,
as well.
which are the movies that you've seen recently?
Listen, it's old movies, it's Amar Akbar Anthony, but that's only because I'm completely obsessed with Amitabh Bachchan, as is almost the full population of the world, and also because I'm mourning the death of Dharmendra in Sholay, and I just watch old movies and new ones. I like the old ones better because it really shows you the evolution of where, you know, Bollywood has come, and this is something that Nigeria has replicated in building the second largest film production after Bollywood in the world, Nollywood.
So what's the India connect that you have?
Well, our dad was in the Foreign Service, so many years ago in the 70s, we spent about 2 years in India. I think Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister at that time. And we have a lot of culture that we brought back from Nigeria. Not just Bollywood movies, we're talking about naan bread, biryani. So we grew up loving India and embracing the culture, the very rich culture. And our values too are the same, respecting elders, you know, our ethics, our morals. So Africa connects with India on a whole nother level. And we're very proud of that.
Prime Minister Modi in particular has been focusing on Global South.
Yeah.
India has emerged as the voice of the Global South. In G20 also there was that emphasis on bringing this very important part of the world and making it G20 plus. Do you think that there is an important voice which is being overlooked, or are you of the opinion that this part of the world is also getting its due?
Well, thank you for bringing that up. It's a very important question. First of all, I'd like to say that, I mean, India is so blessed to have a leader such as Prime Minister Modi. He really is a man of vision and commitment and conviction. And, you know, he's got a very close friendship with our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he has been to Nigeria. I think just last year, Prime Minister Modi was in Nigeria. And, you know, we have tried to build and foster a huge relationship. Just looking at the population of India, the most populous nation in the world, and then the most populous nation in the world, and looking at Nigeria, the most populous black nation of the world. Not only are we gateways to the wider global community, but trying to build on this global south, especially as the world continues to evolve. It is very important for Nigeria and India to try to foster and cement a greater relationship, because I think, you know, it's a conversation that really needs to be had, whereby a new kind of emergence of confidence and independence has to be given to the global south. And I think the leadership of India and Nigeria, the collaboration, the partnership, is something that is going to give that emerging trend or emergent evolution somewhat a better standing in terms of how we continue to grow as a strong, viable global
And would
south.
you also then emphasize that this is also about respecting the sovereignty of other nations? something which is not being done by United States under Donald Trump. I mean, the year begins with a shock that came in with Venezuela having been raided and the leadership there being taken out. So do you feel that Prime Minister Modi believes in rule-based order?
Absolutely. There is no doubt about it. And you can see that in the way that he moves about, trying to encourage and do different partnerships. Nigeria has been invited to join the BRICS. And, we are ready to bring our forces into play in terms of how we can contribute to the benefit of the BRICS. And for us in Nigeria, we do respect the sovereignty of every nation. And we want to see every nation be able to thrive on its own in a way that really benefits its people, mutually beneficial in terms of the partnerships. But certainly what Prime Minister Modi is doing in trying to reach out to other nations, and what my president is doing as the leader of the most populous black nation in the world, in Africa and in the world, is really trying to build on trying to encourage other, nations to just be the very best of who they can be on their own terms.
Okay, so let's talk about the cultural connect. Since both of you, the moment we started talking, you were speaking about Dharmendra, you were speaking about Sholay, you were speaking about the India connect. Any song that you remember, any movie? What about you? She has spoken about Amar Akbar Antony already.
So many movies, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. Oh my goodness, I've watched that film maybe 100 times. And I love the storytelling that goes with Bollywood, because you start off looking at somebody's childhood and you watch them evolve despite all the challenges that they have. And Bollywood gives us the reality, because the sadness is there, the happiness is there, the song and dance is there, and song and dance brings life.
That's right.
Yeah, so in Nigeria, we love to dance. Our Afro beats, so we connect on so many ways and so many levels.
So what's your favorite song these days?
What's my favorite song?
Because I just watched, like I said, Amar Akbar. There's one that sticks up to me. It's Dekha tumse sujolahe, dekha promise sam sach ko lahe, oh humko tumse ho gaya hai pyar kya kare, bolo to ji bolo to mar jaye. I'm sure I massacred the language, but let me tell you, there is such a poetic trend to the language. The music, whatever element is required in terms of cultural diplomacy and in being able to export culture, India has been able to master it in a way that no other country has. Also growing up in the UK, Indian culture is everywhere. Gastronomy. Everywhere you go, you're eating curry, right? You're eating biryani everywhere in the world. This is what we have tried to also replicate in Nigeria with our jollof, the different foods that we have. And you can see, even just watching the Bollywood movies, the way you've been able to brand and export that culture, it has had a lot of effect in Nigerian fashion as well.
Yes, so, talking about fashion, you're wearing a lovely neck piece.
Yeah, it's what I probably bought it from India. Honestly, I do think I probably got this piece from India. It just shows you how you have been able to sort of export that culture and the respectability that India has been able to give. All kudos has to go to the way that India has been able to present itself on the global community.
Your final thought?
My final thought is that I think India is a trendsetter. Like somebody said, the world order is changing.
Yeah.
So countries like Africa are looking at countries like India. Look at the medical tourism in India.
Yeah.
So many people from my
That's
country
right.
go to India, for that.
Yeah.
And then you have the IT. India is number one with IT. And now we're moving into where IT is number one. You understand? So this is my final thought, that we're looking up to India, and India is a trendsetter, and they should continue the good work.
Hazida, you should also end that with some song. So we have had a song already.
Yeah, just very quickly, what I want as the minister, I want us to collaborate more in the area of the cultural and the creative economy. India is very big with the Bollywood. We have the Nollywood. I think more partnership in that respect, because the creative economy is the one that has the power.
Are you hoping that perhaps Shah Rukh Khan or even Amitabh Bachchan, as you're
my
a
goodness.
fan of Amitabh Bachchan, should go and shoot in Nigeria?
Listen, just to be in the presence of Amitabh Bachchan is really, you would go home happy as a human being that you have been able to, but
meet Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah, that is it. If you meet Amitabh Bachchan, I think you can go home and say to your grandmother, I have made it in life, basically. Just to, listen, everything that India has done in the creative economy, I'm working actively to see that we reach out to the government of India and the creative industry to see how we can foster more in terms of the fashion, the gastronomy, everything in the creative economy, 49 subsectors that we're building. I think with the IT, with the gaming, with the animation, with the films, with the music, I think is a recipe for great global success.
Okay. What do you think will be the right way to end it? Some song.
Yeah.
My voice, oh my goodness. How I wish I was like Sri Devi back in the day, or Hema. I don't want to kill Indian songs that I love so much.
No, but you did a good job with it.
Well, I know, I do. I'm a minister, but I'm not the greatest performer. But, listen, if I can just sing maybe another one. Let's see. Okay, we'll still do the Ammar Akbar, Anthony, Ammar Akbar, Anthony. I can't remember the other one.
Sri Devi, nothing of Hema Malini?
So many songs in my head, but not one comes to mind. But I listen to them all the time. The songs from Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, I think I drove my car around for years listening to that soundtrack. Trust me.
All right.
Congratulations on your National Day that you had just recently. We participated in the Independence Day. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.